And Nancy, you're our first Gold Star mom to interview today. And I'd like you to tell me who you are and where you live, please.
Okay, I am Nancy Hecker, and my son Bill represents the state of Missouri on the quilt. We are currently living in Colorado Springs, Colorado. At the time that we lost Bill, we were living in Northern Virginia, and Bill was 37 years old and an Army major, and he had 4 children. So my daughter-in-law took over a year to decide where to relocate from Fort Hood, and in the end she decided to move to Colorado Springs. So we sold our home in Northern Virginia and moved here to be near our 4 grandchildren and help them with love and support.
And by the way, I believe that is part of the selling of the book of the Lost Heroes Art Quilt goes to proceeds to a charity to help children such as your grandchildren, correct?
That's correct. That's the Snowball Express, a charitable organization that helps the children of the fallen heroes to heal. They gather them together every year, the week, sometime before Christmas, and just show them a good time and have them together with other children who've also lost their moms or dads. Let them know it's okay to have fun and that they're not alone.
Terrific. Thank you. And can you tell me a little bit about why your son became a soldier?
Young Bill knew since first grade that he wanted to go in the Army and go to West Point and be in the Army like his dad. We're a military family.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes, it was his heritage, you might say.
So this was his plan pretty much all along. Did he go straight out of high school? Or no, you said he went to West Point?
Yes. He graduated from high school in Northern Virginia, McLean High School, and went on to West Point. He set his goals early. I think you'll find that a lot of the mothers will tell the same stories, that their sons or daughters wanted to be in the military from a very young age. It's almost a calling. Mm-hmm. And Bill set his goals early and became an Eagle Scout, and participated in sports and Boy State, and just knew what he wanted to do from a young age. He was very fortunate.
What do you think the word patriot meant to Bill? What does it mean to you?
Love of country, standing up for the freedoms that we all enjoy, and the value system that our founding fathers set out in the very beginning.
And so it also brings in the history of this country and maintaining that history.
Yes.
Can you tell me a story about your son that makes you smile?
He had a great sense of humor, and he always had a smirk on his face. I think he was a soldier and a scholar,
okay.
And kind of a Renaissance man. He enjoyed a lot of literature. He taught English at West Point, but in order to he loved baseball. He loved the St. Louis Cardinals, and in order to relate to his soldiers on a everyday basis, he talked baseball, and everybody knew how much he loved baseball.
Who was his favorite player, do you know?
Oh, probably Albert Pujols from the St. Louis Cardinals. And I guess the story after the fact, there's so many organizations that do uplift the families in spite of our loss and our pain. We're uplifted by a lot of different organizations that are trying to help. White House Commission on Remembrance gives a gold medal of remembrance to the children of the fallen heroes to let them know how much the country cares about their loss and sacrifice. And they usually give it in Washington, D.C. at the time of remembrance they hold every year. And our grandchildren couldn't be there the first time that they gave out the medals. And the director of the White House Commission learned that we were all going to be together at a family reunion in St. Louis and at a Cardinals game. And she contacted the Cardinals, and they arranged for our grandchildren to go down on the field before the game, and Albert Pujols put the medals on the children before the game, and it was almost like our son was orchestrating it from up above. So.
Thank you. If you could offer a piece of advice to the loved ones of soldiers that are presently in the field, what would you tell them?
To be very proud of their son or daughter for their service to our country, that they're very incredible young men and women who put their lives on the line for the rest of us, and to stand tall and proud and just offer them our support. They're heroes. Julie's definition of a hero for this work of art was someone who would be willing to put their lives on the line for the rest of us. And so I guess by extension, everyone who serves in the military would be considered a hero.
Absolutely. If you could say one thing to Bill, Nancy, what would you say?
That we love him, we're proud of him, and that we're here for his family, and we'll be forever.
And you know what, Nancy? I know in my heart that Bill knows that.
Yeah, I do too. And I think a lot of the other moms would say the same thing.
Well, thank you, Nancy, very much for sharing with us.